In the morning, they roused us up around 4 or 5 in the morning. I don't know exactly. I had no watch on me anymore. It was pitch dark, summer, winter. We had to go in front of the barracks and line up until the German officer was good enough, after he ate his nice breakfast, to come and count us up. Sometimes he stood for an hour, sometimes he stood for 2 hours. It didn't matter whether it rained or snowed or the sun was beating down on you. You had to stand in attention, and if you collapsed, there were trucks waiting outside the gate. They put you on a truck. You never came back again. Once the German officer came and counted you up, then they gave you, in your little canteen, black liquid. The black liquid that was served in Auschwitz. I don't know what it was made out from. Maybe some kind of a root, maybe some kind of a junk. I have no idea, but by that time I drank it because my stomach needed something hot. At noontime, work stopped about 12 o'clock, wherever you were assigned to. They gave you a soup. Not nice soup, just some liquid with some cabbage peels and potato peels. Sometimes, if you were lucky, we had a few vegetables like carrots in there. But that's about it, just the soup. At night, when you came back, the same story again. After work, you had to line up in front of the barracks, and a right time from a German officer came and count you up. Could be 7 at night, could be 8 o'clock at night, it could be 10. And you just have to stand there in attention. You could hardly move around. If you collapsed, that was the end of you. Okay? Then they gave you a piece of bread, about this big, with either a little piece of cheese or some kind of a imitation butter on it. And that was the food that was served to you in the camps. No more, no less. The camp assignment. There were very different assignments. We had to work for a German construction firm called Zager and Werner. They were notoriously horrible people because they hired their foremen and they constantly hound you faster, faster, faster. One day I was working for that firm and little trains were coming in on little side tracks and we had to unload the gravel. Once you unloaded the gravel, it wasn't enough. The other train was already lined up coming in, and then on, and on, and on. And I was able to do it for a couple of days. The third day, I was working, and it was very hot. The sun was beating down on me. And I almost collapsed. I almost fell to the ground. I said, please, God, help me. You know what? From the booth, there was a German officer, and he comes out, and he points to me, hey, younger, you, come over here. I said, oh my God, what is going to happen now? But his uniform was very strange. It wasn't the regular, it was no SS uniform, it wasn't the regular Wehrmacht uniform. It was probably for the First World War. He was an older gentleman. He calls me in his office, and he tells me, sit down. Oh yeah, sure. He said, I saw you, you almost collapsed out there. I want to help you. Help me. A German officer helping me. He reached in his drawer, took out a piece of bread. He said, that's all I have for the day. That's my portion. But I give you a piece, I break it off, and eat it right here. Every morsel. And I give you some water to drink. So he gave me in a bottle in the canteen some water, and I gulped it, gulped it, gulped it. Now I said, get out of here, and I have never seen you ever again. If you open your mouth to anybody, I'm going to wind up in a concentration camp just like you do. So there were people who may try to help you. They were sympathetic toward you. Unfortunately, there weren't too many. The next day assignment was me and my Seventh-day Adventist friend. We were assigned to a German farm. Oh, wonderful. We had to feed the cows. As I was taking that canteen to feed the cows, on the way to the cow, I took a piece out and I tasted it. You know, it tasted good. It was almost like a cereal type of thing. Oh, that's good stuff. I'm going to have some of it. So I told my Seventh-day Adventist friend, he said, look, outside, watch out for the guard because I'm going to steal some of that food. So as I went toward the cow, and I put that food in front of it, I took my fist and boom, knocked the cow right on the nose. The cow went, wah. I shoveled all the food and I put it in my pocket. Nobody saw anything. Come lunchtime, gave her that rotten soup. We sat next to each other. He said, turn the other way. And I tried to do some stuff. I put it in his canteen, and we ate that cereal. It was either dried fruit or some kind of a cereal, and the picnic lasted for about a week. And we ate and ate and ate the cow's food. So that was a help. Other times, where work assignment was very bad. I had to work for the German Air Force, and there were little barrels on the perimeter. I didn't know what it was, with the big pipe sticking out. See, by that time already, Munich was bombed every day by the US Air Force at night, and the British bombed it in the daytime, and then vice versa, whoever took charge bombing it. But Munich was totally, totally destroyed. And suddenly, as the sirens went off, somebody opened some kind of a little screw on that thing, and then suddenly, psh, some stuff came out, and it smelled horribly. They tried to camouflage the place so the bombers shouldn't see it. It was only some kind of a chemical. I don't know what it was. So I lived with it too. Then I was lucky enough to work in the woods. Oh, that was a picnic. We had to build barracks for the Germans volunteers and also for the foreign volunteers, because every time Hitler went to another country, he had the foreign volunteers come in to build and help Germany. And one day, they called my name and 10 others. You have to go to the truck and unload the truck. You know what was in the truck? Food. Food. There was a bunch of Polish kielbasa, Polish sausages hanging on a thing. And we had to put it on a rod, and me and my friend were carrying it. He said, look around, but good. I'm going to get one of those. I ripped one off, let it down in my pants, tied my pants, and he was the sausage sitting right here. Went to the toilet, ate half of it, that I didn't get a stomach ache eating a half a sausage in 2 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't. And I hid the other half under the sink. He said, now you go to the toilet and you eat the other half. And we had sausage for lunch. It was good. It was very good. But the work wasn't always very good. One day we worked for another construction firm, and a German asset guard comes over, sits and looks at me. He said, what's your name? I told him my name. He said, you speak German? I said, yes. What was your father doing? He said, he was a merchant. He probably cheated everybody. And he told his dog to grab my bottom of my foot. I still have a mark there with a big dog with a big mouth grab me. I thought he's going to break my bones. The big saliva running all over my foot. I said, oh my God. And then he told his dog, get away. So the dog went away. That was horrible. The mouth was about this big. Like, I couldn't believe it. One night I wake up and I had a terrible toothache. My lower bicuspid was hurting. And I had to suffer with it during the night and during the day because I couldn't get any help. I approached, there was one dentist in the camp. His name was Dr. Pick. He was from the eastern part of Hungary. I said, Dr. Pick, my tooth hurts. Can you help me? He said, let me see what I can do for you. Come over after you ate. Since curfew starts early, come as soon as you can, and I'm going to help you.